Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He demands that the Spanish hand over Louisiana to France.
Oh, knowing him, it won't stop there. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
There. That's why we are here.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 6 objects before we try anything.
Are your 6 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Well, otherwise I can always go and see Piaggi. He's a cardinal after all.
Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
Of course. Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
Of course. The exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see. There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
What do you mean by the concordance of dates exactly?
Don't worry about that. We already have them. They are written on the back of the message I just gave you. One last thing before you go. Be very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal? You'll see. Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Time is against us. And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6646.
Let's see if I can work it out myself. It looks like a kind of control panel. Tell me, Mother, you wouldn't know anything that might save me some time, would you?
That's where you'll have to put the Clement III cross. You insert the cross into the slot, and it will open the iris. You ought to go, Louis. If someone finds us here, the situation might well become seriously complicated.
Carmelite water.
drachma. Right. It's definitely an armillary sphere, but I have to find one that I can take with me. Otherwise, I risk drawing too much attention to my comings and goings. Now, where can I find a smaller one? Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alcudia. The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his amber. Right. It's definitely an armillary sphere, but... Right. Let's see if the statues are in place yet. The sword toward the Gorgon. That's good. It's in the right place. The lantern is already in the right position. Turned toward the shield. Shield toward the sword. Well, that's good. The statue is already in the right place. That statue is not positioned correctly. Open sesame. So that's Pandora's box? An urn? Mother seemed worried that I was able to open it. I wonder why. I ought to look a little harder. I just can't see where else I'd find the exegesis except for here. The Ring of the Nibelungs. Even if Mortimer is several centuries old, I don't see what part he has in this legend. And given all the relics preserved here, it wouldn't surprise me if Mortimer claimed it was Excalibur. Caesar's laurel wreath. If Mortimer really is what my mother says he is, it could mean... No, that's impossible. No, not Caesar. So that's the exegesis of Judas. I hope Mortimer doesn't read it very often, otherwise he's going to notice that someone's stolen it. But that's just too bad. I need it. Right. I've got what I need. Now let's not waste any more time. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. lock is surrounded by a triple circle. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
King George III in coronation robes. Nice touch for the room of an English duchess.
Dear E, I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver. Keep me abreast of events. Our mission is becoming more complicated. Yours, E. P.S.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister. 2 coils circle the lock.
Queen Charlotte. All the royal family of England is there from what I can tell. The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
Sorry, sir, but Mr. Peru is not seeing visitors at the moment. He's resting and is to see no one. Good luck.
Tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. I find it a little hard to understand this painting choice. Duke Manuel Godoy.
Don Quixote. Talking without thinking. Prometheus. Punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man. Brutus and his companions taking an oath to kill Caesar.
A devil's thorn.
Charles IV of Spain. Now there's no chance of Godoy forgetting who he owes everything to. Huh, that's me. Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Ah, Louis, come in. Your timing is impeccable. I wanted to have a word with you.
Oh, here we go.
I was wondering how you are getting on in your search for our poor Sarah. You must have made some progress, I should think. I am terribly worried about her, you know.
Come on, get out of here, Louis. You're in a hurry.
Any news of her?
I don't know why, Your Eminence, but I get the impression you're asking a question to which you already know the answer.
Let's say I have heard rumors, but I prefer to ask you the question directly.
Well, what have you heard exactly?
It would appear that your mother is implicated in the death of the Duchess's twin sister, and that as she tried to escape, apparently von Wollner heroically interposed, but after a fierce struggle, Sarah knocked him out.
My mother? And Volner? Fighting like two cats in a bag? You do recall that my mother is an old lady, Your Eminence, and yet you believe such hogwash? I'm surprised at you.
I am only telling you what people are saying, Louis. I never said that I believed it. Oh, what a story, all the same. Twins! I was always wary of the Duchess anyway. I did not appreciate the facility with which she would flaunt her assets. You know, Louis, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I sense you are worried and that you are not telling me everything. What exactly did you come looking for in my room?
What do you mean?
Louis, I was not born yesterday, you know. When you came in, I saw in your face a hint of disappointment at finding me here. I concluded that you were hoping you wouldn't run into me. You came here for something else.
I'm looking for a cross, Your Eminence, so I thought you might be able to help me.
You are asking me for a crucifix? You wouldn't want Saint Benedict's, would you?
No, I'm looking for one of the crosses of Clement III.
Ah, very well. Well, you are in luck. do indeed have one.
Oh, do you think you could lend it to me for a few hours, please?
First, though, you'll have to answer a few questions, my dear fellow. It's win-win.
Well, I thought you were more charitable, Father.
Charity begins at home, Louis. Actually, it's quite simple. You want my cross, and I want some answers. I think we ought to get on fine, don't you?
I need that cross. I must not speak to him about my mother at all costs.
What exactly are you involved in, Louis?
Your Eminence, I'm hardly going to teach you the rules. If you were supposed to know how I spend my days, you would already know, don't you think? Someone would have let you in on the secret.
Yes, I know, but
You know what that means.
that I am not supposed to know? Ever since your arrival, I've seen you rushing about all over the place, apparently trying to find Sarah. We both know how big this island is. Even if Sarah was disguised as a bush, she would not be able to escape our vigilance for long. You must have already found her. She needs help, Louis. We are friends, she and I. Won't you just tell me where she is?
Your Eminence, if I were sure that you were not asking me all these questions with the sole intention of passing on my answers to the others, then I would be able to answer you.
Oh, Louis. How can you doubt my integrity?
Can you swear to God that you will not reveal to Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory where my mother is located?
Well, that all depends on your revelations, Louis. You see, Sir Gregory and myself are...
Promise me before God.
Wait, no,
Promise before God, or I will tell you nothing.
Louis, don't be...
Drop it, Your Eminence. We are unable to reach an understanding. Just never mind.
Louis, tell me at least why you want the Clement III cross. I'm sure that you are aware that this is the cross that Lord Mortimer gave to me when we first met. That was the day I decided to take the cloth. It cannot be a coincidence. Please, I beg you, Why the cross of Pope Clement?
Your Eminence, I sense that evil is rampant in these parts. Help me. I need protection. Please let me have the cross. I beseech you.
Of course, my son. Do not fear. It will give you protection. Never will I leave a true believer in such depravity. Louis, thank you for trusting me. I shall not forget it. You can take my cross. Here. But please return it to me once you have finished with it.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Eminence. You're a lifesaver.
I have no time to lose, so I might as well not bother him.
My dear Giuseppe, poor health forbids me from joining you. Please thank Sir Gregory for his invitation to Lord Mortimer's. I'm convinced you'll be able to strengthen our agreements.
I have no time to lose, so I might as well not bother him.
Huh, that's me. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly. Duke Manuel Godoy.
Charles IV of Spain. Now there's no chance of Godoy forgetting who he owes everything to. Maria Louisa of Parma. Although not Godoy's true love, the Queen is his benefactress according to some people.
A fragment of amber.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. my dearest son.
Huh, that's me. President George Washington. There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
A song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain...
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cache. A fragment of amber.
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Not too shocked
I beg your pardon?
about Peru this morning. I asked you if you weren't too shocked by it all.
Yes, of course. I still can't believe it.
And neither can I. How could he do that to us? There are increasingly fewer and fewer of us on Mortimer's side. I don't see at all how we are going to win the conference.
Tell me. I was wondering. You wouldn't know where to find an armillary sphere, would you?
Do you really think this is the right time? Oh, ask Volner. I am sure he will know. What with him being passionate about astronomy, you ought to get on fine together. Leave me now. I need to think of a solution.
I won't keep you any longer. See you later, monsieur.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately, I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Ah, Doriche. Congratulations for your efforts with Washington. I see that Sir Gregory did well to trust you. What can I do for you?
I'm dreaming. My mother was right. He's not going to tell me one word about what happened to Emily.
To tell you the truth, I'm in search of an armillary sphere. You wouldn't know where I can find it, would you?
Well, well. So you do have a passion for astronomy. Von Vollner has already bored me quite enough with all of his endless stories. You ought to concentrate, Louis. Politics is an art that requires all one's attention. Refrain from spreading yourself too thin, and leave stargazing to the poets.
What can I say? I'm only...
Ask Vollner. I am sure he must have it among his effects.
Perfect.
Thank you, my Lord Duke.
Leave me now.
See you later.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Sorry, sir, but Mr. Peru is not seeing visitors at the moment. He's resting, and is to see no one. Good luck.
It looks unfinished. A piece by Lord Mortimer, I presume. A rather avant-garde technique. The Titan against men. How ironic.
Right. This time, it'll be a lot quicker. If I remember rightly, the code was 1191. Of course. Weaknesses of the Human Psyche by Gilhelm Trimor. Gilhelm Trimor. Trimor, an anagram of Mortimer. Wow. Arrogant enough to publish writings on mental control in full view of everyone. I wonder who he's writing for. If Mortimer's conference is successful, French forces on the North American continent could literally change the balance of competing armies. I don't understand why Washington would let it happen. There. Those are the nails I was looking for. Tarot cards. I should have learned my lessons in card reading a little better. Feathers, pigeons probably. Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton. What on earth could that be? Mortimer have locked in there? A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire. It's locked.
All right, come on. Let's get out of here. 6466, if I remember correctly. Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
Ah, Louis. Glad you're here.
Blasted. He's gonna... Talk about my mother.
Come and see what I've found. There are pieces of paper in the ashes of the chimney. Someone's been burning something here.
Incredible. He doesn't seem to want to speak to me about what happened between my mother and the Hillsborough sisters.
Show me a little.
Look, it's possible to distinguish two different writing styles.
The rest of the correspondence between my mother and Emma.
Someone tried to burn an exchange of messages. I'm certain. There must be more.
Shit. What on earth is he doing?
I see. I know what it's about.
Do you know who was doing their communicating in this room?
Yes, but of course we must keep it to ourselves because it is still a sensitive matter. Volner and Elizabeth had an affair. Volner hinted that he found a way to remain discreet about it. I admit it is ingenious.
Well, I would never have guessed.
Delighted to have helped, but I still have to find my mother.
Of course. We shall see each other later in that case.
Wasted enough time. The Bible.
Hey, look, there.
No, I don't see anything.
Come, Louis, look. Someone's clearly drawn a 4 in the dust. I have a clue.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Ce Jacques Perreux,
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.